Hello, welcome to another episode of Craven's Casting Couch. I'm Craven Moorhead. As I said in my last video, if the catching picked up, I would try to get another video while I was still on vacation. I'm off vacation now, but the catching did pick up some, not necessarily in quantity, but I got a few quality fish, unexpected fish. But it was a good time all in all. I tried a variety of different baits. That's a fun thing. I kind of forgotten about fishing a smaller lake. You fish the lake around one time, don't get anything on a certain bait, you can switch it up, fish the whole thing again. I find it makes it easier to find out what's actually getting results that particular day or time. Like I said, I did try a variety, but once again, it did come down to crankbaits, varying depths. I caught a couple of them off a medium diving crankbait, and then the last catch I got was off a fairly deep diving crankbait. I want to say 12 to 15 feet is what it was actually rated for. And I do find I go to crankbaits, be it square bills, medium or deep diving, more often. That is because when there's little to no wind, I can actually use the crankbait or square bill to pull myself around in the kayak. It's not very fast, but you can really pick an area apart because it's pulling you just a little bit with every cast and retrieve. So I do tend to rely on those, or they're my go-to a little more often. But I still try to fish a variety of soft plastics, other hard baits, swim baits, that kind of thing. I didn't do much top water this go round. I actually have them now, but at the time I did not. I got some extra batteries for my lid cam. When I do top water fishing, I would like to try to record the whole time, and then hopefully edit out catches, but maybe get a few blow-ups that way. That's usually the funnest part of the catch, and I could see being the funnest part of the video too. So we'll maybe try to do some of that more in the future. All right, let's get on to some of the catches. This first one isn't a catch per se. I was fishing a corner of the lake and saw something kind of caught my eye, didn't look completely natural, paddled over that way and found a top water lure that somebody had lost at one point. It was still in good enough shape, I decided to keep it. I don't know that I normally would have included this catch in a video, but the bass fishing lately hasn't been that great. The bass I've caught have been on the smaller side, and this is the second best I'd caught in quite a while. I had one slightly bigger than this while I was on vacation, but my battery on the lid cam had died shortly before I was able to get him in the boat, so I wasn't able to include that video. I was pretty excited to get this though, because the bass fishing hasn't been that great lately. I haven't caught many that have been this size. I'm still trying to find the best way to make the scale readable on video, but this was just a shade over 2 pounds. I was pretty sure this was a big fish the way it hit the lure. I put my thumb up to the light on the lid cam just to make sure it was recording. I didn't want to miss this. I decided to try and gamble with the net, and this time it actually paid off. A lot of times if you get the lure caught in the net, they can get enough leverage and actually pull free from the hook. Again, it's kind of hard to see here, but this was just a little bit over 4 pounds. Not the biggest pike I've ever got, but it was probably in the top 3. For a second, I thought it was going to shake my arm right off my body. Before I let it go, I wanted to try to get a shot of those teeth. I caught this catfish off the deepest diving crankbait I have. It's not the most normal thing to catch catfish on a crankbait, but this season I bet I've gotten 3 of them, 2 on a square bill, and this one on a deep diving crankbait. I hope you enjoyed another episode of Kraven's Casting Couch. Now that I'm off vacation, it may be a while before I get any actually fishing videos ready to go again. If I have a good weekend, I may be able to get enough good catches together to make an actual fishing video. I do have some other plans though. I got a simple reel repair, maybe take a look at my life jacket, different tools I use, that kind of thing. We'll just have to see what the future brings. Again, thank you for joining me for another episode of Kraven's Casting Couch, and we'll see you next time.